So we'll be reading the Murli of the 20th of January, 1982. And the essence of the Murli is the easy way to fulfill the responsibility of love is to sing and dance. The easy way to fulfill the responsibility of love is to sing and dance. Today, the flame has come into the spiritual gathering of his moths. So flame with the capital F, flame that is Shiv Baba, has come into the spiritual gathering of his moths. We are the moths. This spiritual gathering is so alokik and elevated. The flame is eternal, the moths are eternal, and the love between the flame and the moths is eternal. The flame is eternal, the moths are eternal, and the love between the flame, that is Shiv Baba, and we the moths is eternal. No one except the flame and the moths is... Wait, let me repeat this. No one except the flame and the moths can know this spiritual love. Those who know this love have fulfilled the responsibility of love and have attained everything. Those who know this love have fulfilled the responsibility of love and have attained everything. To fulfill the responsibility of love means to attain everything. Someone who doesn't know how to fulfill the responsibility of love doesn't know how to attain anything. Those who have experienced this love know how easy it is to fulfill this responsibility of love. You see, Baba never expects us to climb mountains or to dive into oceans or walk barefoot in snow to prove that we love him. The responsibility of love, from Baba's point of view, is very simple. Nothing big has to be done. So do you know what the responsibility of love is? It is simply to do two things. They are so easy too, and all of you know them, and all of you can do them. Those two things are to sing songs and to dance. You're all experiencing this, are you not? All of you like to sing and dance, do you not? So what else do you have to do here? You start singing songs from Amrit Vela onwards. In your daily timetable, you wake up to a song. Yes, when you go to Madhuban, there's a song that is played at 3:30 and at 4 o'clock as well. And when we do Amrit Vela in the morning, on Go To, every day at 4 o'clock, we have a song that we play. So in your daily timetable, you wake up to a song. Therefore, sing the songs of praise of the Father and your elevated life. That's it. All we have to do is to sing the songs of praise of the Father and our elevated life. Sing songs of knowledge. Sing songs of all attainments. Do you not know how to sing these songs? You do know them, do you not? So sing these songs and dance in happiness. Now, what dance do we have to do? Perform every action whilst dancing in happiness. That's it. So sing the songs of praise of the Father and the elevated life that we have received from Baba. And then Baba is saying that we have to dance. What dance? Dance in happiness as we do whatever action we have to do. When you dance physically, the whole body dances. When you dance physically, the whole body dances. It becomes like a drill. You dance in different poses. Similarly, in dancing in happiness, you have poses of different actions. Sometimes you perform actions with your hands. Sometimes You perform actions with your feet. Therefore, you're not working, but you are in fact dancing in different poses. As if we have to wash dishes, so that is actions performed through the hands. And so that is dancing through the hands. And let's say if we have to walk to some place, so it's like using our feet, using our legs. So you're dancing using those steps of our feet, of our legs. So see, every moment, every action becomes dancing. Therefore, to become a karma yogi means to continue to dance in different types of happiness. Therefore, to become a karma yogi means to continue to dance in different types of happiness. Bab Dada, the flame, likes the moths who know how to sing and dance. I'll repeat these two sentences. Therefore, to become a karma yogi means to continue to dance in different types of happiness. Bab Dada, the flame, the capital F flame, likes the moths. We are the moths, but which kind of moths does he like? He likes the moths who know how to sing and dance. This is the responsibility of love. So this is not difficult, is it? What do you think? Is it easy or difficult? Now in Madhuban, you say that it is easy. Later, when you return home, will you say it is easy? You won't change when you leave, will you? It is easy here, and we will get busy when we return home. Somebody responded with that statement. It is easy here in Madhuban, but when we go back home, we get busy. However, you will keep busy with this singing and dancing, will you not? Yes. So, whatever we are doing, even if we are busy and there are 20 things that we have to take care of, what do we have to do? We have to just dance while we're doing the actions. And while we're doing the actions, we can also sing. And what do we sing? Sing the songs of praise of the Father and the elevated life that we have received. It's so simple. Constantly use your ears to keep listening to the sweet music. Because along with singing and dancing, you will also need music. What is Baba saying? Constantly use your ears to keep listening to the sweet music, because along with singing and dancing, you also need music. What music will you continue to listen to? Somebody answered, Murli. Yeah, Murli is the music, the flute of Murli, the flute of knowledge. The essence that Bab Dada gives in every Murli is in the form of love and remembrance. He says, sweet children, beloved children, long lost, now found children, constantly continue to listen with your ears to this music of the Father's love. Constantly continue to listen with your ears to this music of the Father's love. Then, even though you hear other things, you won't understand them. So it would be as if we are hearing, but not really listening, or listening, but not really hearing. You know, it is something in the background noise kind of thing. Huh? So constantly continue to listen with your ears to this music of the Father's love. Then, even though you hear other things, you won't understand them. That is, they won't enter your intellect. Yeah, just like background noise. Since you will be busy listening to this music alone. So then how would you hear any other music? In the same way, if you're constantly busy singing songs, your mouth won't have time to say anything wasteful. So Baba earlier talked about, just now talked about the ears. You have to keep the ears busy in listening to the music of how Baba salutes us, all the lovely things that Baba says to us. So keep listening to that, and rest everything will become superfluous. You see, unnecessary things, background noise. Now Baba is talking about the mouth. So our mouth also has to be busy. Now, busy in what? So if you constantly continue to dance with the Father in happiness, then no third person will be able to disturb you. So for the mouth, the statement was just one sentence. In the same way, what Baba said is, in the same way, if you are constantly busy singing songs, your mouth won't have time to say anything wasteful. And then he moves on to the dance. So if you constantly continue to dance with the Father in happiness, then no third person will be able to disturb you. No one can come between the two of you. You have already become conquerors of Maya, have you not? You don't listen to anything else. You don't say anything else. So Maya doesn't come. Therefore, what is the responsibility of love? To sing and dance, that's it. When you get tired of these two things, then the third thing is to go to sleep. What does sleeping mean here? To sleep means to become detached from performing actions. So, yes, sing and dance, and then go to sleep. And what does that sleeping mean? It's not that physical sleep. The sleeping here means that we become detached from performing actions. The example that Baba reminds us of all the time is to become a tortoise. So when the tortoise has nothing else to do, it'll go back into its shell. So for us too, when things are done, whatever we needed to do, we have done, then we go into soul consciousness, go back into the state of being a soul. So therefore, become detached from your physical senses. To become bodiless means to go to sleep. Remembrance is Bapdada's lap. So when you become tired, become bodiless and become lost in the remembrance of the bodiless Father. That is, go to sleep. Yeah, it's a very restful sleep. In the world, people sleep for long hours and yet they don't feel rested. They wake up even more tired. But for us, we may not even need to go to sleep, but we'll feel rested because we will go and sit in Bapdada's lap. We'll become bodiless, go to the bodiless Father, and we'll be lost in his remembrance. So when you sing and dance a lot using your body, you get tired. You quickly fall asleep. In the same way, by singing these spiritual songs and dancing in happiness, you'll go to sleep and become lost in love. So, do you understand what you have to do throughout the day? You double foreigners are very interested in these things. So, whatever you have a keen interest in, just do that. Yeah, because double foreigners like to sing and dance and then rest. So, even sleep with keen interest. Therefore, you know how to do all three things. So, do you all understand the easy way to fulfill the responsibility of love? So, in a way, just three things we have to do to fulfill the responsibility of the love that Baba has given us: sing, dance, and sleep. What can be better than that? So, we sing the songs of the elevated life that we have received from Baba, and of course, sing the songs of praise of the Father. And then dance, every action should be dancing, dancing in happiness. And then when we get tired of singing and dancing, we go into Baba's lap. We become bodiless, we go into the lap of the bodiless Father, and then all our tiredness goes away. That's it. Acha. Now you double foreigners have to leave behind one word. What is that? So people suggested unhappiness, tiredness. Acha. This proves that you still have whatever you're saying. Acha. See, Baba is so amusing. Baba is wonderful. He has so much of wit, so much of sense of humor. So, acha, to speak of it means to renounce it. Therefore, never say the one word, depression, depression. Let there be realization, not depression. Yes, many times Baba's children use this word. I feel very depressed. I feel very depressed. So I was saying, never say the one word, depression, depression. Let there be realization, not depression. It is those who divorce the father who get depressed. So stay married to the father, stay with the father all the time. Your constant companions are the father. So the word depression doesn't suit you. When you have had self realization, how can there be depression? Yeah, depression is low energy, right? When you have understood who you truly are, it's a very uplifting energy that you experience. So you feel uplifted, you feel in high spirits, and where is depression? So when you have had self-realization, how can there be depression? Yes, when the copper age ends and the iron age begins, you may get depressed. Reject it for this length of time. So at least now that we are in the conference age, we cannot be depressed, right? We are with the Father. We are receiving so much from the Father. We have to stay in the awareness of who we truly are. That self-realization has to be strong, has to be constant, and then we will never be depressed. Acha. And then the salutations to those who bring about eternal transformation in the land of transformation. To those who bring about eternal transformation in the land of transformation. To those who constantly fulfill the responsibility of love. To the moths who are loved by the flame. To those who constantly sing spiritual songs. Who dance in happiness and go to sleep in the Father's lap. Whenever they want. You see? So to those who constantly sing spiritual songs, who dance in happiness and go to sleep in the Father's lap whenever they want, to such long lost and now found beloved children, Bap Dada's love, remembrance, and namaste. So let's continue. There is more to the Murli. So all of you have given the proof of service. According to your power, you will continue to give it. So if we have more power, we'll be able to give more proof of service. To be a server means to be someone who plays a part on the world stage at every second, in every breath, and with every thought. To be a server means to be someone who plays a part on the world stage at every second, in every breath, and with every thought. So constantly continue to move along, considering yourselves to be elevated souls who are playing hero parts on the world stage. So who are we? What is the new self-respect point that Papa is giving us? We are the elevated souls who are playing hero parts on the world stage. So we have to move along, holding that thought. So constantly continue to move along, considering yourselves to be elevated souls who are playing hero parts on the world stage. You have received this chance in the drama when you become instrumental for others. You automatically have to pay attention to those things as well. Therefore, constantly consider yourselves to be Bapdada's companions who are present on service. Continue to perform every action whilst maintaining this awareness. You will then constantly continue to make progress and also enable others to make progress. You have maintained your courage very well. What is Baba saying? You will then, I'll repeat a few sentences. When you become instrumental for others, you automatically have to pay attention to those things as well. Therefore, constantly consider yourselves to be Bapdada's companions who are present on service. Continue to perform every action whilst maintaining this awareness. You will then constantly continue to make progress and also enable others to make progress. You maintain your courage very well. You're also receiving the Father's help and will continue to receive it. To become an instrument teacher and a spiritual server means to follow the Father. To become an instrument teacher and a spiritual server means to follow the Father. This is why you're equal to the Father and the long lost and now found beloved children of the Father. Baptada is pleased to see the servers. All of you have to constantly move along with humility by considering yourselves to be instruments. The more humility you have, the more you consider yourselves to be an instrument. And vice versa is also true. The more you consider yourself to be an instrument, the more humble we become. And then what is Papa saying? What happens next? The more easily service will grow. So Nirman is humility. Nimit is instrument consciousness. That I'm just Nimit. Nirman and Nimit. So when I am with, I'm holding humility in my heart, as I'm being humble, then what will be the consciousness? That I'm not doing anything, I'm just an instrument. Papa is doing everything through me. And similarly, if I hold the consciousness that I am an instrument, then humility will always start to flow into me. So Nimit and Nirman, when I have both of these, then service will automatically grow. Never have the consciousness of I, such as I did this, I am a teacher. Instead of serving, this is known as the basis of the stage of stopping service. Whilst you are moving along, sometimes service reduces or becomes slack. The main reason for this is that instead of being an instrument, there is the consciousness of I, and because of this, service becomes slack. Sometimes there is this I of ego. Yeah, I did it, that arrogance. So either way, this ego really, but I of arrogance. Oh, I did this, Then there is the I of, low self-esteem. I don't think I can do anything. I'm no good. And then sometimes there's I of tiredness, I of disheartenment. Oh no, I'm too tired. Enough is enough. I have done enough. Nothing really works. I'm too tired. So in a way, the second and third are very close to each other, a minute difference between the two. But no, it's not me doing it, it's Baba doing it through me. So I just have to say yes to Baba. And neither can I take the credit for what has happened, nor can I feel disheartened if something didn't work out right. And nor do I get tired at any point. You just keep doing, right? Or sometimes we feel that, you know, why am I getting this discredit? I did the best I could, but forget about credit. Why should I be discredited at least? That shouldn't happen. So nobody should say wrong things to me. These kind of thoughts come in our mind. But if we feel that, or if we clearly know in our hearts that we are instruments, mere instruments, and Baba is the one who is doing everything through us, then we won't become slack. Then your happiness and intoxication are lost. So never allow yourself to become distant from this awareness, and do not deprive others of their chance to receive their inheritance from the Father. You see, when we become distant from this awareness that we are instruments, then we won't be able to serve others. People won't truly be able to get what they are hoping to get from us. You see, so they will be deprived of this inheritance as well. Secondly, always remember the slogan. You have to transform a soul from any family through self-transformation and also transform the world. You have to transform souls. Definitely, you have to transform people through self-transformation. Yes, so our transformation is primary. Through that, we transform other souls, and then eventually we transform the world. Let special attention be paid to self-transformation. Then service will grow automatically. You have now understood the reason for the service decreasing and the reason for service growing. So you will constantly continue to progress in happiness and also bring others into this happiness. Do you understand? So what do we have to do? We have to constantly continue to progress in happiness and also bring others into this happiness. You will then come into the line of the number one worthy teachers and number one servers. So all of you double foiders are number one teachers, are you not? You work very hard and you also have deep love. You've also brought the proof of that. Each of you children is a server, that is, you are a teacher. Whether you're living at a center or anywhere else, you are servers because the occupation of Brahmins is to serve. Some of you have received one part in service, others have received another part in service. Some have to do the service of bringing souls here, some have to do the service of relating knowledge. Some of preparing bhog and others of offering bhog. All of you are servers. Babdada considers all of you to be servers. And then there is something written in parenthesis. And what is that? Let's read that. Babdada was told about the new plans that have been made for the international conference. So Baba is congratulating all those who served. Congratulations for the hard work you have put in preparing those plans. You have used your intellects and have, in doing so, accumulated an income. So you didn't have a meeting, but accumulated an income. Remain constantly free from obstacles, destroyers of obstacles, and content, and make everyone content. Remain constantly free from obstacles, destroyers of obstacles, and content, and make everyone content. Constantly continue to claim this certificate. To claim this certificate means to be seated on the heart throne. Yeah, what is the certificate that we have to get? That we are free from obstacles, destroyers of obstacles, and that we are content. Always have the aim of being content and making others content. Keep a balance of the two. Acha. Put into practice all the plans you have made. Come back with a gathering of VIPs. Om Shanti.